Hi, my name is Christine Morel, and in honor of spooky season, I'd like to read to you the title poem from my brand new book, The Fool Catcher. That's more like it. The Fool Catcher. The day began like any other, but it didn't stay that way, and all because I kicked a ball and sent it sailing far away. I couldn't do a thing to stop it, as it landed with a thump in the one place that I feared, the fenced backyard of Mr. Grump. I gulped as I went to retrieve it. Slowly I pushed through the gate. There I found my scowling neighbor, and I knew I was too late. "Is this yours?" he asked abruptly, with his arms across his chest. "Sorry, sir," was my response, but Mr. Grump was not impressed. "Don't you know, you silly urchin, of the beast who roams around, snatching wayward boys and girls and making sure they're never found? He takes all young fools and misfits deep down to his filthy lair, where his captives rub his feet and pluck the lice from off his hair. He's as tall as this here oak tree. He's got 16 bony claws. He can gather 16 children, all without a single pause. And they say he smells like cabbage, and his fur is full of toys. They get stuck there in the tangles when he captures girls and boys. But he only takes the wild ones, ne'er-do-wells and rascals too, ones that kick balls over fences. Does that apply to you?" Then he grinned a grin most wicked as the sweat dripped from my brow, and he said with devilish glee, words that haunt me even now. "When that hairy monster swipes you, he leaves just a single trace. In the spot where you once stood, he puts a toadstool in your place." My poor heart was beating madly, and my knees began to quake. That is when I heard the growling, and the ground began to shake. "This is it, he's coming for you," Mr. Grump cried out to me. I froze at once. My feet were lead. I could not move. I could not flee. Every rumble was a footfall of the monster, almost here. Then I caught a whiff of cabbage, and my stomach churned with fear. Next, a roar like 20 engines rattled everything in sight. As I waited to be taken, I scrunched up my eyelids tight. Hot breath beat against my body, putrid, stinging, rancid air. Then it stopped. It all grew quiet, and I was still standing there. My eyes opened very slowly, and I dared to look around. No more creature. No more Grump. Just a toadstool on the ground. With my ball, I headed homeward, guessing where old Grump might be. Maybe flossing monster fangs or pouring cabbage-flavored tea. On that day, I learned 2 lessons, ones they do not teach in school. Be careful where you kick your ball, and old or young, a fool's a fool.